All right, hey everybody, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I am inspired to do a Love Venus Retrograde reading. I'm still working on the June-July readings. I'm going to clump them into one. So yeah, that way I can do more things like this and more interesting videos because it's too much to go from month to month, do private readings, and I need to do 2 months at once. So I think that'll help. But anyway, I am guided to do a spread right now about what we need to know about our hearts, about love, about what's going on. This Venus retrograde has been really powerful, and I know there's a lot of other complex astrology going on. So I just kind of wanted to know what messages God has for us. Now, if you're in a situation where you're happy, you're content, everything's going well, I don't really think this is going to be for you. This is more like for people who are reflecting and want to know, where their love life is headed or what messages they need to understand to heal or to prepare for the future. Or if you're involved with someone and you have questions about this, this message may be for you too. So what I'm going to do, I have 3 decks. I want to pull 3 cards each. So the first deck is the Druid Craft Tarot. The second deck is the Robin Wood Tarot. And then we're going to do a little bit of Romance Angels. So let's see what we get. Now, this may apply to you in certain ways and not others. This may apply to your situation in general. You'll know what messages are for you. So, all right, God, what messages do you have for us? This period, this Venus retrograde, what do we need to know about love, about healing, about forgiveness, about our future? Venus retrograde is all about reflection and taking a time to pause and really look at our values, look at our desires. What do we want? Where have we come from? What needs to be healed? What needs to be let go of, so that we can get reoriented to move forward in the future and be more aligned with our paths. All right, 3 popped out. I'm going to take those top 3. All right, let's see what we got. I'm going to show you what we get with each deck, and then I'm going to just connect them all together. All right, so we've got the 7 of Wands that came out first. Then we have the Star. Okay, and then we've got the 5 of Cups. All right, let's pull a second row. So now we're going to do the Robin Wood. All right. So the messages of love that we need to know that will help us understand, get clarity, and move forward. Oop. 3 cards. Love. What messages do we need to know? What messages will help us on our journey? All right, there's 2, and let's get a 3rd. These cards are going everywhere. All right, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. All right, second row. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Moon. We've got the Knight of Wands. Okay. Now, final row, we're going to add some love and romance angel cards. All right, what do we need to know about love, about Venus retrograde, about what's going on right now? What is our guidance moving forward? What do we need to know? What will help us on our journey? Okay, we have got attraction. Give your relationship a chance. And worth waiting for. Ooh. Okay, so let me see. I'm just going to kind of tune in to this whole reading. And I'm going to, I'm starting an Instagram. So, I'm going to be posting this image and images for other card readings on Instagram so that you can see the spread. And, because a lot of times messages come through to you through your own intuition when you're looking at the pictures. So I want to give you an idea of what that looks like. So I'm going to attach a link to my Instagram on here so that you can check that out if you want. All right, so let's see what is coming through. I'm just going to take a couple minutes to look at this. Mm-hmm. And we can get clarity too as needed. Okay, so the first message jumping out at me is talking about, yeah, there is this potential for abundance, this new path of abundance, something new being offered to us, a new opportunity, a new path, a new relationship, a new direction forward that's being presented to us in our lives. And there's a lot of passion around this. There's this desire to move forward, to pursue something, to, being fired up about something. But there's also a lot of reflection going on. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of triggered emotions, okay? That's a big Venus retrograde thing. A lot of our past wounds rear their ugly heads again. A lot of things that we haven't dealt with come to the surface. It's a very confusing time in terms of we can't really get a clear picture of what's going on. There's all this emotion. There's all this irrational fear. So that's this moon energy. This is right in the center. So, but this is necessary, okay? Because it's purging out a lot of stuff that we keep hidden from ourselves and that we've been carrying around with ourselves. And, this time is about releasing a lot of that, clearing a lot of that, whether it's anger, whether it's wounding, whether it's old connections that aren't serving us and aren't meant to come, into the future. So they're being cleared from our energy field. They're being cleared from our mind. They're being cleared from our emotional body, right? But this can feel really scary. This can feel overwhelming. This can feel a lot of anxiety. This can feel like confusion. But it is necessary. It's purging us. It's clearing the path for our next movement forward. It's clearing the path for what's coming ahead. It's clearing the path for what God has for us, has in store for us. So this is for our benefit. This is a great thing. It might feel scary right now. It might feel overwhelming right now, but it's getting all that out of your system. Old emotions, old subconscious beliefs, old traumas. And the Five of Cups is here. So for some of us, there is this, focusing on the sad times, focusing on disappointment in love, focusing on what didn't work out, on the hurts, what happened in the past that, was so difficult and sad. And so there's this kind of reflection on those things right now. Why did this happen? What happened? How do I feel about this now? What do I have to forgive in myself and in another? What can I release? It's like you don't want to carry this around forever, right? So this is all about kind of sitting with those disappointments, sitting with those emotional feelings and kind of exploring them, or just allowing them to be and allowing them to come up and letting them go. It's kind of like, this moon energy, we don't know where the road is taking us. We don't know why this is happening, but we can trust that this is happening for a reason. This is actually for our benefit. So even if we don't understand what's going on, it's still serving a purpose in terms of, our emotional state right now, in terms of what didn't work out. Now we still have these two cups behind him, right? So there's always hope. There's always the promise of restoration. There's always the promise of a future, But in order to embrace this future with the Two of Cups, we need to let go of what we are holding on to, of any regrets, of sadness, of what didn't work out in the past. And I think this is all about, cleaning the closet, purging that from us, so that we can be renewed, so that we can be empty in a good way. You know, we're not carrying around this baggage, so that we can embrace what's meant for us moving forward, so that we have room in our heart to receive a more harmonious energy, okay? Now with that hope, you know, we've got the star here. So yeah, there is hope here. And we can get a clarity on this. The star. So it's like, okay, we've got these major cards, the moon and the star. Major cards are things God has put in our path for a reason, to serve a higher purpose, to serve our soul's journey, our larger journey of why we're here. So, and it's interesting, notice the moon. You can see the star, which represents hope, belief, faith. You can see the star when it's dark out. You can see the star when the moon is out. So this moon situation is allowing us to notice and find the hope in the situation, or the hope outside of the situation. So it's important, and it's showing us, look, we don't have to feel like this is a dead end. We don't have to feel that, you know, this sadness and the disappointments we've experienced are the end of the road. Or, you know, God's saying there's a reason to be hopeful. Maybe not in the situation you're thinking about, but in a situation that is actually more meant for you, that is actually more designed for you, that is right for you, that is meant for you. So there's something about this process of purging and going through this, you know, tumultuous emotional state or reflection that allows us to focus on what we truly want, what we truly desire, you know, a connection, or aligning with a path that doesn't hurt us, that doesn't abuse us, that is healthy, a healthy connection. And with that hope, this is looking like, yeah, this is actually going to manifest in reality in some way, because we have the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is when it's not just a fantasy, it's not just emotional healing, it's a literal path forward. It's a literal opportunity that's developing in your life, or that's being presented to you. So this is a good time to keep in mind, you know, be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the opportunities crossing your path, be aware of, you know, putting yourself out there. It's like God has something in store for us. After we go through this moon energy, this Five of Cups energy, there's this hopeful, promising new reality dawning, new opportunity. And we're going towards it. You know, it's going to feel, or something's coming towards us. Like there's this passionate energy, you know, and it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, you're going to, it doesn't necessarily have to represent a person or relationship. Like, okay, there's this new relationship coming in and it's passionate. Okay, sure, it can. But even on a broader sense than that, you know, it's like stoking our own fires inside. Like, what gets you excited? What dream gets you excited? What relationship or what emotional state in yourself makes you happy, gets you fired up, inspires you? You know, so it could just be, oh, I know what I do want. I know what kind of connection I'm holding in my heart and I'm praying for, and that is so exciting, and that gets me excited. Like, I already feel butterflies in my stomach from just saying that. Yeah, so, but this could be something specific too. There's some kind of an opportunity dawning, or exciting movement forward in reality. But I feel like this is going to be after we go through this, you know, purging process. Because Venus retrograde right now, it's not a time to really commit to anything. It's not a time to really move forward with anything. It's a time to stop. It's a time to reflect, and it's a time to assess. What have I been through? What did I learn from it? Where do I want to go? You know, what is good for me? What makes me truly happy? Now we also have the Seven of Wands here. I'm gonna get a clarity card for this so we can get more insight. But I don't know, this is making me feel like it's important to, through this time, defend our honor, defend our values, defend what we believe in, and not let any other people or circumstance take that from us. It's like really standing up for ourselves, claiming what's rightfully ours, being in alignment with our integrity, not accepting less, not allowing anyone to, you know, knock us off where we've rightfully come to be, where this journey has taken us so far. And it's also next to the star, so it's like there is a belief that we should be holding on to. There is some kind of guidance we're getting or dream we have that we shouldn't feel depressed and dejected that that's never going to happen. We should stand by that, and we should stake our claim on that. Now, we don't know what form it's going to take. We don't want to control the situation or be attached of exactly some kind of outcome, because that never works. You know, that's not going to be fun. But it's making me feel like believe in what you believe in. And maybe this process is also, you know, like I said before, determining what it is you actually believe in. You know, things seem so unclear right now, but after this process, we will have clarity. And a lot of us are going to have reaffirmed beliefs. And it's saying, you know, don't ignore that. Don't allow experience or, I mean, we can't be delusional, but if you really are having faith in something and believing in something and getting that message to follow something, don't, even if it's something that, you know, you're praying for that hasn't happened yet, stand by that, you know, defend that. Let's just get a card for the Seven of Wands. And I think I want one for the star. The Seven of Wands and the star. All right, so what's clarity for the Seven of Wands? What does this mean for us right now? The Knight of Cups. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. So yeah, it's like hold on to this romantic ideal almost. Like hold on to the embrace the idea, fight for, whether it's maybe you have to continue believing in your relationship and you have to fight for your relationship. Maybe it's that you have to fight and believe in the opportunity for love to come into your life, you know? You know, to believe that's still possible. Because, you know, we don't want to run away from what we truly want. We don't want to become jaded from what our heart really longs for. And I know it can be tough because we go through so many experiences and so many trials and, you know, possibly so many abandonments or so many rejections or just tough situations that it can be easy to just kind of close the door because you don't want to get hurt. But there's some kind of a need to still believe and still defend that romantic belief in yourself. And like look at and let go, you know, of this pain and this sadness. You know, it's like you want to extract all the wisdom from that and then release it, because we don't want to carry this around when we don't have to. We don't want to burden ourselves with pain for no reason. You know, we want to get the wisdom out of it, get the good out of it, learn from it moving forward, and then just, you know, release it, which is what this moon is. It's bringing all of that up so it can be let go, so it can be understood, so it can leave our psyche and our energy field, so that we can, like I said, move forward towards this potential that life has for us, that's bringing in this hope, this opportunity, this passionate new beginning. All right, so then we've got our, oh yeah, I wanted one for the star. Well, I'll go to this first. So we've got, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So it's like, what areas of our life with this purging do we have to release? You know, what is preventing us from enjoying the moment fully? What past connections, or what struggles, or what things in our life are not fulfilling us, that are preventing us from enjoying our lives, enjoying ourselves? And that's going to attract the right things to us, because that's our true self, that's our true heart, that's our true desires. And if we're suppressing that, you know, and we're carrying this around with us, this disappointment, we're never going to allow ourselves to be recognized by what's right for us. All right, so then we've got give your relationship a chance. So for some of you guys that are involved in a situation, I feel like it's saying don't give up on this. Like, there's going to be a new cycle moving forward for you guys with this Ace of Pentacles and with this Knight of Wands. Like, you know, it's not over yet. There's still a good reason to continue with this relationship. There's still a lot of good stuff in this relationship, and you know, it's important to defend this and not give up on this. And maybe you just have to kind of let go of some things that hurt you in the past about this, or possibly an old love or another person, a situation that isn't with you anymore. You know, it's about working on your relationship, giving that a chance, you know, believing with the star. Now we also have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So again, this is all happening according to plan. This is right where we should be. It's about letting these emotions come up, these wounds come up, so we can let them go. And so we can know what we truly want, what we truly believe, what we truly deserve, what truly makes us happy. Worth waiting for, so that we can be ready when the time is right, so that we can be ready when the time is right. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So for some of us, there is this connection that's meant to come in, and it's holding that frequency of that inside of ourselves, so that we can recognize it when it's time, so that we're ready for it when it's time, so that we can attract it when it's time. So we're clearing all of this gook out that, you know, is meant to go, so that we can be ready to really embrace this love, this romance, this passion, this hope, this inspiration. That's worth waiting for. Whoa. All right, let's just pull a few guidance cards. And this is more like what can we do? What should we do? Okay, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. I release any feelings of guilt so I may experience lasting inner peace. Be gentle with yourself. So as we go through this process, we shouldn't feel that we're weak. We should forgive ourselves for anything we feel like we didn't do a good enough job with in the past, or forgive ourselves for letting someone treat us in a certain way, or forgive ourselves from getting involved in a certain situation. Be gentle with ourselves in terms of allowing these emotions to come up and heal them and release them. To take our time with this, to know that, just to go easy through this process. Oop, okay. So we got 3 that came out. All right, so we've got detached from the situation. So, right, like a lot of this moon energy, it is triggering. It is triggering. And a lot of times, like for me, it feels like I'm literally like not in control of my emotions, which normally I am. Like, it can feel like you're kind of like a psychopath almost inside. Like, why am I reacting this way? Why am I afraid of this? Why is this suddenly coming up for me in my experience? Why don't I feel secure out of nowhere? So it's good to detach, allow that to do its thing. You don't have to understand it all. You don't have to react to anything. You don't have to make any decisions. Detach and just watch it. Just watch it happen. Because God's doing God's doing all the work in terms of that stuff. So just kind of let that go. You don't want to get too emotionally in it. Like, I know you are emotionally in it, but how can I explain it? I know you know what I mean, but so it says, I ask you to use, Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama, so I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me in this situation. So yeah, like, I know this fear and these emotions and stuff are gonna come up, but it's taking a step back and knowing it's gonna fulfill its purpose, it's gonna do its thing. Cut any attachment to fear or drama. Be gentle with yourself and detach. Okay. So then we got this person you're asking about is trustworthy, okay? The first person you're thinking about is who this is talking about. And it's saying, thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in relationships. So despite what we've been through, despite the pain, despite, what didn't work out, God's still asking us to trust, to open our heart. This is what this is about. Continue believing and fighting for this romantic dream, because everybody deserves that. Everyone deserves to be fulfilled in love. And sometimes it can feel like it's never going to happen. But no, open your heart to this. Still believe in this with the star. And if this is about, a relationship you're currently in, you'll know if this is speaking about this person, that there's a reason, continue to work on the partnership. There's a reason this person is right, is trustworthy. Or there could be somebody entering, for some of us. Then we've got write about your thoughts and feelings. So this is all about helping, to get clarity on and get insight into what's going on, which is Venus retrograde, writing about your thoughts and feelings. So this will help us understand. And even if it's not writing, it's like about reflection. And again, it's like we want to detach. We don't want to try to put pressure on ourselves. Like, we have to figure it all out. We have to understand everything. We have to make a final commitment. No, it's just about reflecting and allowing this to take us where it's going to take us. Allow the insights to come up. Allow to reflect, and we're going to get what we need to know. And things are going to look so much different when retrograde ends. We're going to understand where we're going. We're going to understand and truly let go of where we've been. It's like this sense of freedom and renewal, cleansing. All right, let's get one for this star card. I'm just curious, because the star is tricky. It's like if you're already struggling with belief, it's really hard to just be like, I'm gonna believe, because there's like a searing disappointment, you know? The fear is of being disappointed. Like, I can't believe. What do you mean? What do you mean believe? We were just talking about how all this crap is coming up and how I've been hurt and blah, blah, blah. So I want to kind of just see what we need to know about this star card. All right, so we got the 5 of Swords. The Wheel. Star energy. And the Magician. So it's like about fate moving us forward after conflict, after loss, after some kind of battle, some kind of argument, some kind of difficulty, some kind of sacrifice, some kind of loss. And fate is moving us forward. So there's a plan in place. God is saying, you know, yes, you can believe. You're being taken there. It's okay. A new chapter is going to open up. You're going to turn the corner, and the universe is going to align and push you there. There's nothing you have to do. It's just, you know, you're going to be taken away from this, what you've known, this sadness, this pain, this loss, and there's a new future dawning. You know, you can still believe. You can still have hope. And the Magician is all about aligning with what we believe, so that we can allow it to come into our experience, which is the Star. So this is all about, it's reorienting us to clean out our hearts, you know, heal the wounds, get all that stuff that we might not even know. You know, it's like you're going through life and everything's fine, and say you're like drinking one night and you're like, I hate this person, I'm so upset, or you're crying. Like, that kind of stuff is with us every day, even though it might take drinking a little bit for it to come out, as one example, you know? So all that stuff's being removed, and we're being asked to, and that's helping us to clearly align with a renewed sense of hope, a renewed sense of love and the potential of love, of what we want, what we deserve, what excites us, so that we can align with that and allow ourselves to receive it, to allow ourselves to receive this, you know, new path that's in store for us, this abundant, bountiful opportunity, you know, so that we can move forward towards it with this Knight of Wands. So that we can, with the 7 of Wands and Knight of Cups, hold on to this belief and not let it go. Not allow people who, or experiences, tell you this can't happen, this won't happen. No, it's like fighting for that. And things will move forward. Whew, okay, cool. That's exactly what I was thinking. So I hope this, you know, provided some insight for you and gave you some hope. You know, this is a good thing, but it can be uncomfortable, this period. Now, if you, of course, want a private reading, I am here. I am available. You can book below. You get your reading within a week. And, you know, we can get specific answers to your unique questions and your unique situation. So let me know. My email is tara@tarastarot.com. And of course, we can talk, we can discuss before. All right, guys, hang in there. I will see you soon. I'm gonna get those other videos out as soon as I can. Okay, bye.